right, New York Mets fans, this is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best in New York Mets sports talk entertainment. Yeah, I never do Met videos. Never at all. I'm a Met fan going back to 77. Got a giant channel, of course, doing some Knicks stuff, but I've never done a Met video, but now I have to do one. I got to do one today because Max Scherzer, 3-year deals with the Mets. Who the hell would have saw this one coming? It's the Cone money. 3 years, 130, 3-time Cy Young winner is coming to the Mets. But the deal also includes an opt-out after the 2023 season. The deal itself pushes the Mets. I don't know where it pushes the Mets just yet because of the fact that you still have Jacob deGrom coming off an injury. You lost Steven Matz. You lost Noah Syndergaard. You know, we had the debacle of letting Zach Wheeler walk. But the combination of deGrom and Scherzer as your number 1 and 2 is pretty much a good idea. It's not a bad plan. When a billionaire owns your team, you hope good things happen. This is a good thing to happen. The Mets have handed out $254 million in guaranteed contracts recently. The team has not led baseball in payroll since 1989. When they did that, it was with a $21.3 million contract. I mean, it's $21.3 million for the entire year. Worst team money can buy. Great book. Stevie Cohn, he's just throwing the money around. He intends to compete for a World Series in 2021. Look at it. The Mets gave Lindor 341. They gave deGrom 137. And now they're giving Scherzer 130. Scherzer last year won 15-4 for 2.46 for the Nationals and Dodgers. He missed some times due to a groin and bicep injury, as well as Game 6. He had arm fatigue. But performing he's still performing at an elite level. Scherzer is 190 with 197 wins, 97 losses, 3.16 ERA. And his career goes back to the Diamondbacks, the Tigers, the Nationals, and the Dodgers. Now, he is 37 years old. He's won more games with a lower ERA in his 30s than he did back in his 20s. So that's a good thing for the Mets. And like I said, it's a great sign because I don't think anyone thought Scherzer was going to leave the West Coast. Now, I know the Mets thought they had a real shot at getting him late Sunday night. And, it just became more and more interesting as it's kind of rolling down the hill. And if this is true, and it's 100%, like I said, and it all comes to fruition, it moves them one step closer to Cohen's dream of making the Mets a perennial contender in the East. It's a Steinbrenner move. It's Steinbrenner-esque. It's like we're going to become hopefully the Dodgers of the East, where the Dodgers just throw out billions of dollars in contracts because they have the money. And as the Mets, why not throw out the cash? See what happens. See if you can get a win. See if you can propel this team out of mediocrity. Don't waste deGrom's years. Put your offense together. Guys had some off years last year. You hope those guys bounce back. You have potentially a good offense. The bullpen I still get worried about a little bit. But you have potentially a top 15 offense. You're supposed to be better up the middle defensively now. Why not spend the money? Cohen is a billionaire. He needs to make the Mets. The Mets have been for a while a big market team with, I'm not even going to say a small market budget, but they are a big market team who didn't spend. And it's all the issues that they had for previous ownership. We're not going to get into that. But now with Stevie, this is what we thought when Stevie Cohen took over the Mets, that he was going to throw his cash around, that he was going to get off Twitter, throw the money around, and roll the dice and see what happens. And that's what the Mets just did here. And again, this is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best in New York Mets sports talk and entertainment. And as always, if you could if you subscribe, ring that bell notification, that'd be awesome.